Where did this all start in terms of government power of secrecy? We have people from the Waycross area. The state secrets privilege, remember I mentioned that? Complete impunity to shut down any case against the shadow government, CIA, NSA, started here. Waycross, Georgia, not too far from here. And there is the actual site where this occurred, and I always encourage people to visit it because it's very heart-wrenching to go there. An Air Force B-29 1948 bomber crashed in Waycross, Georgia. The widows, there were 4 RCA engineers on board that were killed in the crash that drove the plane right into a farm, nose first into the ground. Huge Superfortress bomber. The RCA engineers were killed. Their widows went to the Air Force, as any widow would, and demanded to know how their husbands died, what killed them, and how did my husband die? Well, the Air Force told them the usual excuse, well, we can't tell you how your husbands died because it's classified. Now, whenever you hear this from now on, when the government says it can't tell you because it's classified, be suspicious. Well, we can't tell you that because the details of the crash are classified. So the widows filed suit in court for the crash report. Okay, if it's classified, then we want to see the crash report prove to us that this was a result of a classified operation. So what the government did with impunity was this. They created the state secrets privilege, created it out of thin air. And the judiciary approved it. So using the state secrets privilege, they shut the widow's case down, sealed all the evidence in court, even from Congress, where it's sealed forever and can never be seen again. And that is where the state secrets privilege was created. Turns out, Judith Lothar, was the daughter of one of the RCA engineers killed in the crash. I interviewed, she's in my book. It's a pretty stirring interview. She was denied information as to how her dad was killed in the accident, and she says herself how heartbroken she was that her own government would do this to her. And she gave me an interview, and it's pretty concerning, heartbreaking. So Judith went out and did some searching, and she found what a heroine, however you want to put it, she found the crash report on the internet, and it was unclassified completely. She found, there it was. The Air Force had mistakenly put the crash report out on the internet, and there it is. It was, I'll show it to you, and there it is. There's the actual crash report from the internet. Nothing in this document is classified at all. As a matter of fact, it shows gross negligence. Where the pilots overcompensated, an engine went out, they overcompensated. I think they had 4 days of training before they got on the mission to fly, overcompensated and drove that Superfortress right into the ground and killed these guys. Gross negligence. There was nothing classified at all about that, and yet they created the state secrets privilege to shut it down. And this case is still sealed to this day, despite this knowledge. It's incredible. There's Judy's mom, whose husband was killed in the crash, picture of her. So the point here, with this single thing, I'd recommend you go and look at the plaque in Waycross, Georgia. Judy made a beautiful plaque, and she gets into how the state secrets privilege was created and how tyrannical it is. Beautifully worded thing. I recommend you go there. It's the actual site where government secrecy began in terms of its tyrannical version. The most tyrannical power of the U.S. government is based on a lie, something that didn't happen and something that was not classified. And now the CIA and the NSA use this to shut down cases against their unconstitutional activity with impunity. Incredible. You can't sue the NSA for spying on you now because of the state secrets privilege, which was created based on a lie and the death of 3 innocent people also involving their widows.